My beloved child, this is not a joke. This is a very important message. Do not ignore this. Open your spirit, opens your heart, because what I am about to reveal will shift everything you have walked through shadows, not because you chose them, but because others tried to keep your light hidden. They spoke, they twisted, they painted a picture of you that never matched your soul, and now the confession has begun. Someone is broken under the weight of their own silence. They could not hold it any longer, and Archangel Michael has been sent to bring the scroll of truth to you. Your name was whispered in secret. Your image was reshaped by jealousy, by misunderstanding, by fear, but heaven never agreed. God saw it all, and now the veil is being pulled back. Someone spoke about you in a way that changed things. It changed how others looked at you. It changed how they treated you. It changed how you saw yourself. But what was spoken in the dark is now coming into the light. This moment has been marked because what you've been sensing, that uneasy feeling, it was real. Your spirit has been alerted because the atmosphere has shifted, and you are no longer standing in silence. Heaven has opened the file on your name, and every lie has been placed under investigation. Every word, every gesture, every motive. There has been a misrepresentation, and the one who helped create it is now trembling, not because they were caught, but because truth has found them. Their heart is heavy, their conscience is restless, and the scroll I carry today holds the record, not for revenge but for redemption. You must hear me, because your identity has been under spiritual warfare. They didn't just talk about you. They tried to limit you. They tried to rewrite your story, but God is reclaiming it piece by piece. Someone close to you, or someone you trusted, once allowed a lie to become a lens, and others saw you through that lens, and it hurt, but you stayed silent. You kept moving. You stayed soft even when your heart was breaking, and now heaven is rewarding your endurance because you never became bitter. This message today is not just a warning, it is a restoration. You will begin to feel the shift. Conversations will change. The tone around your name will soften because spiritual eyes are opening, and even those who misunderstood you will begin to feel the weight of what they believed. Someone is already feeling it. They cry in places you will never see. They speak your name in prayers you'll never hear. But heaven hears, and heaven has captured every tear. You are not forgotten. You are not the version they described. You are more. You are light. You are mercy. You are chosen, and no story told in shadows can rewrite the truth God placed in you. This is the hour of exposure, and confession is only the beginning. Soon actions will follow. Doors will open. Gates that were locked will begin to creak, because the truth does not stay buried. It rises, and it is rising with you. Do not miss this. Do not dismiss this is sacred. The wind has shifted in your favor, and even though someone tried to draw the curtain, heaven has thrown it wide open. You are not who they said you were. You never were, and now the ones who repeated the falsehood are beginning to see clearly, even if they never admit it. With words, their hearts will testify. Their steps will change. Their tone will shift, because the truth is louder now, and you must walk in it. You must believe it. You must let go of needing their apology to rise, because God has already written vindication into your name. The scroll I carry is not inked with judgment. It is written in light. It speaks of who you really are, and the story is radiant. The version of you heaven knows is the version now rising on earth. You will feel it in your bones, in the way people begin to approach you. Their eyes will carry recognition, not because you changed, but because the cloud around you has lifted. Archangel Michael is here, not just to speak this word, but to defend it, to stand by you as this shift unfolds. You are safe. You are seen. You are supported. The confession has been recorded, and soon the fruit will show. You are stepping into a season of clarity not just for others, but for you. You will begin to see yourself rightly, not through pain, not through distortion, but through the lens of who God has always known you to be: beautiful, brave, unbreakable, and blessed. Let this message settle, let it comfort the wounds you never named, because heaven knows every one of them, and heaven is healing what you never thought would be restored. There is more to say, and I will return with it soon. Stay in the light, stay ready, stay open. The wind is in your favor now, and it will not turn back. Heaven has more to reveal. The confession was not a single word, it was a chain reaction. And now that truth has been released, other truths are following it. More people are being stirred, more hearts are being moved. The atmosphere around your name is shifting fast, and what once was hidden is now catching fire, not destruction, but divine fire, the kind that purifies, the kind that reveals, the kind that leaves only what is true standing. You are that truth. They said you were too much, but they never saw the depth. They said you were too quiet, but they never felt your roar. In the spirit, you were never meant to be understood by everyone, but you were always seen by heaven. The people who once doubted you will begin to question everything they assumed, because your image is being restored, not just in private but in public. This is a visible restoration, and it comes with weight, it comes with presence, it comes with evidence. You will be vindicated in ways that cannot be denied. Your name is being spoken differently now, not with slander, but with awe. They are starting to say, maybe we were wrong about her. And it won't come from flattery, it will come from conviction, because heaven has moved. And when heaven moves, everything must align, even those who didn't believe in. You will begin to feel drawn to your truth, not because you demanded it, but because the light in you cannot be resisted anymore. I need you to be ready, because recognition is coming, not for fame but for function. You have a role in this season of exposure. You have an assignment in this season of correction, not just for your sake but for others like you, others who were misrepresented, others who were misunderstood. Your story is unlocking freedom, your strength is waking up, courage and your truth are setting captives free. Archangel Michael is not only speaking, I am moving strategically, intentionally. Heaven's armies have surrounded your name, not just to defend it but to expand it, because what was said about you is small compared to what God has said about you. The lies were loud, but they are no match for the roar of truth. You will not have to prove yourself, because fruit proves itself. Your life is bearing witness now. Doors are about to open where you were once denied. Tables are being set where you were once excluded. Even in places you walked away from, there is a whisper saying, we see her now. Don't let the past make you bitter, let it make you bold, because what is coming is greater than what was lost. Someone's confession has opened a gate, and now blessing is rushing in like a tide. You'll feel it in the way peace settles. In rooms you enter, you'll notice it in how people pause when they see you. That's reverence, that's the spiritual realm recognizing who you really are. Your name carries weight now, because heaven has placed its hand on it. The wind is not just in your favor, it is behind your back, pushing you forward, lifting you up, and you don't need to defend yourself, because heaven already did. You don't need to repeat the past, because God is rewriting the future. Every conversation that once harmed you will be reversed by actions you didn't see coming. There will be moments where people approach you and they won't say the words you were waiting for, but their eyes will say it. Their posture will say it. They know they remember what they did. They remember what they said, but more importantly, they see what they missed. You are walking into rooms where your presence will feel like justice, not because you came to prove anything, but because you came Carrying peace, heaven is elevating you. Quietly, no grand announcement, just steady promotion, the kind that can't be stopped, the kind no one can sabotage. Because what God is doing with your name is not man-made, it is holy. And now I say this with authority: the next 7 days will be marked by healing, marked by clarity, marked by recompense. People will return things you thought was gone. Opportunities will reappear, and yes, even relationships may circle back, but your discernment will be sharp. Now you'll know what to receive. You'll know what to release, because the truth has unlocked your authority, and you are no longer who you were. The light you carry now is unstoppable, and I will not leave your side until every word spoken against you is bowed to the truth, until the image they twisted is restored by God's own hand, and it will be glorious. You will laugh again, you will rest again, you will rise again, because you were never the lie you were. Always the light stays ready, because there's one more part, and it will complete the promise. This is the part where things come full circle. The confession was the spark, the restoration was the flame, and now the radiance begins. You were never meant to live under the shadow of misrepresentation. You were never built to carry the weight of their silence. God didn't place his light in you for it to be hidden. He placed it in you so it would speak, so it would shine. And now the world is about to see what heaven always knew. Your name has become a testimony, not because of perfection, but because of perseverance. They tried to reshape your image, but heaven never altered the blueprint. You are still his, and now that the lie has crumbled, you are stepping into the territory that was always yours. This territory is not just a place, it is influence, it is freedom, it is clarity. This is the season where you walk boldly in rooms once guarded by false narratives, and you do not enter those rooms with fear. You enter them with peace, because now they see the strength that stayed silent. They see the light they tried to dim. They see the one they overlooked, now elevated by grace. This final part of your journey is not about vindication alone. It is about calling. Your calling is becoming clearer, and it was forged through the fire of misunderstanding. You have walked through storms with dignity, and now you will walk through doors with authority, because every tear became seed, and harvest time has come. Yes, this is harvest, not just in what you reap, but in how you rise. God is placing people in your path who will honor the truth about you, not out of guilt, but out of divine recognition, because when heaven lifts a person, no one can bring them down. Your story is not about who spoke against you. It is about who spoke over you. God never stopped speaking. He kept calling you by your true name, even when others tried to rename you with lies. He called you loved. He called you chosen. He called you mine, and now his voice is louder than there's ever was. This is your moment to embrace the clarity, to embrace the truth. No more shrinking, no more second going, no more rehearsing their version. The scroll is clear. Heaven has signed it. The Spirit has sealed it. You are who God says you are, and the people who once believed lies, some of them will become your greatest supporters, not because you demanded it, but because the truth softened their hearts. It pierced the fog, and it set them free too. Yes, some of the very ones who misjudged you will now stand beside you, because truth doesn't just restore the victim, it redeems the story. That is what makes this moment holy. It's not revenge, it's revival. You are not being elevated to gloat, you are being elevated to guide. Others are watching, and your light will lead them. So, rise not with pride, but with purity. Not with resentment, but with resolve. You've been through enough to know that your silence was never weakness, it was protection. God was preserving your voice, and now he is amplifying it. Your presence is a declaration. You are the proof that light still wins. You are the living answer to prayers prayed in pain. You are restoration in motion. This final message I give you now, let it be your confirmation, let it be your charge. You don't have to explain yourself anymore. Just be the healed version, be the seen version, be the version who knows her name has been rewritten in glory. Let those who remember the lie see the truth with their own eyes. Your life is the evidence, your peace is the sign. Walk boldly, love deeply, led wisely, because the scroll has been read, the confession has been made, and heaven has moved. You are restored, you are radiant, you are rising, and this is only the beginning. Stay faithful, stay bright, stay free. I will walk beside you until the very end. This is Archangel Michael, and this was heaven's message. Now go shine like never before.